we are still on the cruise, and I want to just quickly go over what medicines I actually brought for my family. So let's look. I keep my medicines in here, and this is a little pill organizer that I really love from Amazon. And I put on here what I have in it. So you put the medicine in here, and it has these numbers on here. So over here I have what I have in each package. I think this is really neat because you don't have to have the bulk of all of the pill bottles, but you can see I still had other things over here, but they're not as bulky as pill bottles that I still did bring. So just to go through quickly, I brought ibuprofen, I brought migraine, Excedrin migraine, because that works very well on my headaches, and then I brought more ibuprofen, just a different strength, because as you can see, the other one didn't have as much. I was almost out of that, and I just leave these packed for every cruise. I also have a pseudoephedrine. I have children's Tylenol over here, and I use the chewable ones again because I try to bring as few liquids as possible. So I try to do chewable tablets. What do I have over here? Oh, Vicodin. I have Vicodin because my husband had some issues, and just in case he had pain or whatever, and which he has not had to use in a very long time, thank God. But when you're on vacation and you have chronic pain issues, I think it's always helpful to bring it, even if you haven't had a flare-up or whatever, and I would say for him at least a year now. So then we have amoxicillin, and many physicians for adults will call you in just a generic antibiotic if you're going out of the country on vacation as a just in case. And then we had Zofran, which is for nausea. And then this is the Flintstone vitamins for the kids. So that's what I have in here. And it just closes like that. It's so small. But what I have in here is just Band-Aids. I got these from Dollar Tree because they really stick very well for some reason. Like the character ones that I get for the kids, they don't stick as well. Oh, what is this? Something. Oh, Mucinex. Cough drops. And the Dollar Tree has these as well. Ethan. Here's another kind of bandage, just a bigger kind. Preparation H. Then we have these vitamin C packs, emergency. My husband swears by these. If you're starting to get sick, they work very well. What is this? Oh, Tylenol sinus headaches. I apologize for the noise in the background, but my son's over there playing. Okay, and then I have Allegra, just in case allergies flared up. This is an antihistamine. I think this is kind of just like the Allegra. I just believe it's like a different brand, like a CVS brand. Then you have Benadryl. Yes, just in case somebody has an allergic reaction. We got the Benadryl itch cream in case you get bit. My kids they don't like to be itchy. So if they get bit by a mosquito or something, this is perfect. Cortisone cream. Aquaphor. I have a tie up here. Aquaphor. Gas X, and I know that I have kids who are not babies anymore, but this works very well for Ethan still if he gets gassy. What is this? Oh, this is just some first aid ointment in case anybody gets scrapes or bruises. What is this? Oh, Pepsid AC. And then more Pepsid, since that one only had one in it. I have, as you can see with a lot of these, my kids and I, we get allergies and sinus issues. So I have Flonase for children and the regular one for adults. I think there's 2 more things left. I have a thermometer. Okay, so oh, you know what? Missing here because we've used it is C-bands for kids, and then Dramamine for kids. Just a little. Oh, here's the Dramamine. I have to look for the C-bands, but I got this on Amazon. I got a lot of stuff on Amazon, but the Dramamine for kids, and then C-bands for kids. I don't know where my daughter put her C-bands. Forgot to mention, we have Children's Claritin for the kids, and then also Pepto-Bismol. And then we had these, this is not really medicine, but it's After Sun Aloe Wipes from the Dollar Tree. So if you want to know, now that our trip is pretty much over, we're on the last day of all this stuff, what did we use? Okay, so as you can see, what we used was the C-bands, which I can't find right now. My daughter actually may have these with her. So the C-bands she used because after breakfast on the first full day, which was day 2 of the cruise, she got sick with first nausea and then a headache. So we were able to put the C-bands on, and pretty quickly the nausea went away. I would say probably in 10 to 15 minutes, but the headache was still present. So the Dramamine, and I got this from Amazon. You can see she only used one. She used just one every 6 hours, I believe, or as needed. She only used it once, and she kept the C-bands on. She didn't need it anymore for the entire cruise. So C-bands, Dramamine, we used that. My husband's stomach was just bothering him, so he used Pepto-Bismol. I would say we all had stomach issues. We always do. I feel like the food is just a lot of fiber on the cruise. They have a lot of fiber put in it. If you ever had that cafeteria food, like when you're in college too, it does that same thing to your stomach. So they use this. My son breaks out very easily, and so he had a breakout on his arm. So we used some hydrocortisone cream. It has aloe in there as well. Did we have to use, and because of the restroom issue, I will recommend that you always bring the little clean wipes, the wet wipes, and this may be a little TMI, but one of us, and I won't say who, was using the toilet paper. Now, I bought the wet wipes, but when they went to the bathroom, because you're going to the bathroom so frequently, they were using the toilet paper, and I will show you that the toilet paper it's not soft at all. It's like, you know how you can take paper and scrunch it up until it becomes soft? Well, that is how this toilet paper feels. It's very rough. And so I guess this person didn't realize that they should have been using the wet wipes, which are right by the toilet. And if you see my bathroom tour, where I talk about the things that are helpful in the bathroom, then you'll see that there. So what we ended up having to do was because that area was kind of very raw like. Just taking this and melting it down with your hand and putting it in the affected area one time, and then starting to use the wet wipes when doing number 2, fixed it right up. So something that can cool, that can kind of start healing. And if you do run into that issue, if you don't bring your wet wipes or if you run out, something like this is helpful. All right, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. We didn't use any of this other stuff, but it was good to have it just in case we needed it. If you have any additional questions for me about medicine and what I really think about the type of medicine that you should bring, leave me a comment. If you have a medicine that you bring that always comes in handy when you're on a trip, also leave a comment so that other people within the community can read it. And yeah.